For this project, I am going to use Oswal Super Touch Fancy Knitting yarn. I am going to use my favorite pair of scissors, a darning needle, a stitch marker, and 3.5 mm crochet hook. Why I always say inner end? Because then the yarn doesn't roll over the whole house, it stays in one place. To start making marigold flower, make a magic ring. Eight SCs in the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Pull up the end and close the loop. Slip stitch in the very first SC. This is first round. Chain 1. Now as we are increasing in the circle, so 2 SCs on each SC, that is how we'll go ahead. See, when I have 8 SCs and a slip stitch, it means it gives 9 stitches. So we will continue in the table of 9. So second line should have 18 SCs. When you are doing projects in circular increase, do not hesitate to count twice before you start with the next line, and always use stitch marker so that you understand where we have started. This is where we started with our second line. So 2 SCs in each SC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 2 more and I'm done. (17) and 18. Please understand, second line onwards everything is in the back loop only. I am keeping this front loop free so that later on I will add petals on it. Line number 3, again this is an increase, so SC on SC, then increase, it means 2 SCs, SC, increase. So 1 SC and 2 SC is this round. So at the end of this line we should have 27 SCs. We are done with our increase and second line. So now we have 27 single crochets. 4 lines I will do SC on SC, no increase. Making marigold flower is very easy. First we have to create the ball inside, then we will add the petals on it, and eventually we'll close it with the green yarn at the base, which will look as a stem. This is how my work will look. This is where I started. 8 SCs in the magic ring and slip stitch, which makes 9 SCs. First line of increase 18 SCs. Second line of increase 27 SCs. 4 lines SC on SC, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I have 27 SCs, and now I have to start with the decrease. Chain 1, two SCs, and then a decrease. Decrease is making 2 SCs into 1. So next two SCs, pull up a loop and make 1 SC. So SC on SC 2 times and then a decrease. See how my decrease has started. This is how our work will look after first line of decrease. Chain 1, SC in the first SC, now decrease. In the first line of decrease we had 2 SCs and then a decrease. Here 1 SC and a decrease. And not to mention, third line will be only decrease, decrease, decrease. And the last line would be all decrease. Here putting up stitch marker is very important. Otherwise you will not understand where you have started. We started with 9 SCs in the magic ring, and we will end with 9 SCs. The end will look little loose, but with darning needle we are going to stitch it and close it tight. one slip stitch into the very first SC. We are done with last round. See this? We'll cut the yarn little longer. You can see I'm leaving around 12 to 14 inches. The trick of this project is that all flower bases should be of same size. Once you are done with the required number of flower bases, we should start stuffing inside them. I have stuffed the flower base with polyfill, and now you can see the round shape. After you fill in required amount of polyfill in the flower base, add a darning needle to the end you have left open and close this loop. Now here also you are going to use the inner loop only, so that outer loop is available for us to create the stem or use it for the green color. See, few people like to stick the stem onto flower. I don't like it. I generally stitch it to the flower itself. See, stitch it properly and leave the yellow yarn inside only. And my flower base is ready. Now first let me show you how I convert this ball into a marigold flower, and then I'll show you how I am going to attach the stem to it. Now this is where we started and this is where we ended. So leaving 1 and 2 lines from the closure, I'm going to start making the petals. Make a moving knot and attach the yarn to the second line. This is first, this is second, and this is where I started. So I will attach it here. Now it's very easy. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6, SC into the next loop, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, SC into the next loop, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, SC into next loop. Adding petals is very simple. Right now you might find them less, but once all of them are together you will feel that flower is very voluminous. So chain 6 and SC into next space, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I am weaving in the end also along with. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and SC. This is how the petals will look, and will come up to here. So starting from base, we will come up to the top of the flower. We are done with petals for the flower, and it looks very voluminous. Now we will see the other side of the flower, and you can see 2 lines that we have left. We are going to use this line for picking up SCs. So I will have 18 SCs with green color, and in the second line I am going to make 2 SCs into 1. So I will have 9 SCs, and I will do SC on SC 3 or 4 lines. That should give enough height for the stem. I do not like to stick the stem because it might come off. When you actually work on the flower stays intact for a longer run, and this is 100% washable. Marigold flowers are supposed to be auspicious ones, and you see they are being used in temples. Whenever there is a function in the house is decorated with the marigold flowers, and this we are going to use for making a Toran. Toran, you can say it's a welcome ornament for main entrance of your house. Basically, that is to bring in lot of positivity to your house. So line number 1 is 18 SCs, line number 2 is 2 SC into 1, so 9 SCs, and then we will have 3 lines of SC on SC, which is good enough long stem for our flower. See this. First line is done, chain 1. Now I will make all SCs, 2 SC into 1. So I am going to have only 9 stitches. Again slip stitch into the very first stitch, close the line, from 18 we have come to 9. Now just SC on SC for 2 or 3 lines, whatever you feel right. My only request to you is that whatever stem level you do it for flower number 1, you continue for all flowers. So this is my line number 2. I am going to make 3 more lines.